An elderly couple turned the tables on a couple of con artists trying to get their hands on a pricey Rolex. The couple were approached as they were heading into a senior center in Manhattan, but 87-year-old Larry Schwartz fought them off. Now police are investigating if this is part of a bigger citywide robbery pattern. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger live in Gramercy Park with more on this story. Josh.
Well, David, we'll get to more about what we've learned about the investigation in a second, but this particular incident happened under the scaffolding behind me as a husband and wife in their 80s were making their way into a senior center inside this building. One thing that is completely clear is that the two would-be con artists, well, they had no idea whom they were dealing with. Of all the easy marks in all the world,
you have an attitude, I'll give you an attitude.
Larry Schwartz and his wife Joanna are not among them.
I knew something was up, but I didn't know what.
Married for decades and pushing 90, they found themselves the victims of a con as they walked into this senior center on 23rd Street, a stranger right behind them.
I'm from Dubai, he said. I need directions. Could you give me directions? I said, welcome to New York. I said, what directions do you need? He said, where could I go to find a Walmart? I said, there are no Walmarts in Manhattan. He said, tell my wife, tell my wife.
His partner, a woman, was in an SUV at the curb.
She's going like this to me, calm.
Oh, and then she kissed your hands too,
and
didn't
she kissed my hands, okay? Yeah, so I said, oh, okay, what do you want? I thought she wanted directions or something.
But no, she wanted to trade watches, her obvious knockoff Rolex, for the real deal on his wrist.
She thinks she's got a sucker. So she hands me this piece of and I'm looking at it, and that's when a bell went off. You know, I said, this is a con. At that point, she's grabbing my hand, and she's pulling it in the window.
But Larry's the kind of guy who eats nails for breakfast. He lifts every day. Used to box, jumped out of planes in the Air Force. Don't mess with Larry.
The only part of her I could get was her right arm. And I gave her what we used to call a three-quarter turn. It makes the person come towards you. Her face and her head came up against the inside, on the top of the inside of the car. And then she hit that, and she fell back. Now she falls back at the same time she's falling back, he's getting behind the wheel. And the car starts to move. Well, I'm not stupid, I'm not gonna get dragged. So that's when I let go, and they're off.
He kept the knockoff Rolex. His real one, damaged in the scuffle, is now in the shop.
I love New York. I love to help. All my life I've helped tourists and everything, but I won't do it again. I'm not going to take that chance anymore, and it's a shame.
Both Larry and Joanna suffered some minor bruises in this scuffle, but fortunately they were okay. They didn't even go to the police at first. The first thing they did was they took the watch to the Rolex store to get it fixed, and then they went to the police. The police, by the way, tell us that this does match the basic parameters of an existing citywide pattern, and right now it's been forwarded to the NYPD's Financial Crimes Unit as they try to get to the bottom of all of this. It's not clear how many people might have been victimized by these suspects or others, all of it under investigation tonight. We're live in Gramercy Park. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.